what kind of stuff do you think is a good like evangelical tool to bring the faith to people that are maybe indifferent or maybe even against the faith?
Yeah, a couple of things I'd say. First, what the church teaches is interesting. So we talked about truth, and I'm going to get there in a moment, but I'll give you a quote that I love from Pope Paul VI, who says, "Modern man listens to witnesses more than to teachers. And if he's going to listen to a teacher, it's because the teacher was a witness first." And so I think the first thing like that really attracts people. So we're thinking about, how do I win my brother who doesn't really believe in anything? The number one thing is going to be not me handing them, here's this book and here's 5 truths you need to know. It's going to be the witness of my own life. If they see a life full of joy, they see the joy of the gospel radiating through me, they see a life of love, of commitment, of service, it stands out. You stand out as a little bit different. And in a very individualistic, secular world, they're not used to seeing people that have great hope in the midst of even trials and sufferings. I mean, that's what I think we've seen in COVID. So many people just panicking, they're all in panic. And we should be concerned about this virus, but the Pope Francis points out that the anxiety and hysteria about the virus is a sign of a lack of faith. He quotes this line from Jesus over and over again, when there was the big storm in the Sea of Galilee and the apostles are scared, we're perishing. And Jesus says, why are you so troubled? Why do you lack faith? and that's what's happening in the secular world, that they don't see people, they don't really know that there's a deeper meaning to life, that they can give them guidance and hope and love in the midst of even trials like we're facing today. And so I think that's so important. I've seen that just over and over again in my own life as a young adult, when I was kind of coming of age in my university years and shortly after university years, meeting men and women that had this deep conviction of that was about it. There wasn't much more going on. There were many other things more important in my life, but seeing these other people and the joy and the real friendships they had, that's what drew me. And I think that's so important for our witness. Before they're going to really listen to the truth, they need to see the truth lived in our lives.
Yeah, I when I give advice to people about this myself, I always use the phrase, we've got to live a life that's both attractive and confusing. So it's attractive in that it's, approachable and people will come and get to know you and be friends, but confusing so much so that they're like, but why? And so then when they come to you with a question, then they're listening with open ears. So then you can then speak truth into their lives, I guess.